What if you had an indicator that didn't just tell you the direction of the trend, but also revealed the strength behind that move? That's exactly what this indicator brings to the table. It's a unique combination of trend-following logic and volume analysis that gives you insight into not just where the market is heading, but how strong that move really is. In this video, I'm going to break down how this indicator works, how to set it up, and most importantly, how you can use it in a trading strategy in your trading. Let's get into it. First things first, you'll need to be on TradingView. That's where this whole setup happens. Once you're in, load up your favorite market and time frame. Then click that indicators button at the top. Type in Volumatic Trend and pick the one created by ChartPrime. As soon as you click it, the indicator will automatically be applied to your chart. So here's what this thing does. Think of it like a supercharged trend follower. It doesn't just follow price, it also watches volume closely. It'll show you when trends are shifting and whether there's real strength backing that move. There's this colored line running across the chart. We'll call it the trend ribbon. When it turns blue, it indicates a bullish trend. And when it shifts to yellow, it suggests the market is entering a bearish phase. It's super straightforward. Alongside the ribbon, you'll see small diamond markers appearing at key points where a potential trend reversal might be happening. These can be very helpful for spotting new trend phases early. The candles on your chart will also change color to reflect the current trend direction. Blue for bullish, yellow for bearish. But the unique part is that the candle color intensity is based on volume. Bright blues or yellows represent high volume candles, while darker tones suggest lower activity. This gives you an immediate sense of how much strength is behind each move, without having to analyze separate volume data manually. Just beneath the price, you'll also notice a volume histogram. During bullish phases, it appears as blue bars below the candles. And during bearish trends, the bars flip to yellow and move above the price. These bars reflect real-time volume activity that corresponds directly with the current trend. On top of that, you'll often see panel labels near the end of a trend section. These display the delta, meaning the net difference between buying and selling volume and the total volume traded during that trend. It's a quick snapshot of the buying or selling pressure behind the move. Now, let's take a quick look at the customization side of things. When you open the indicator settings, you can do that from here. Under the Inputs tab,
do you feel like everyone around you benefits from artificial intelligence, but you have no idea where to start? Don't wait any longer. Start today. Our free trading bot is simple to use, powered by artificial intelligence, and can earn you up to 1% profit every single day. Over 500 members have already joined. Click the link below now to get free access. This is your chance to harness the power of AI and take a step toward a financial boost.
The length is set to 40 by default. This gives you a balanced read on market trends, but you can increase the value to 100 or more if you're focusing on longer-term trades, or reduce it if you prefer short-term scalping strategies. I'm keeping it at 40 for this video. Under the Style tab, you can choose to hide or show various elements: the trend line, candle coloring, diamonds, volume histogram, and panel labels, depending on how much detail you want on your chart. Personally, I find all the visual cues helpful, so I leave everything enabled. Alright, so let's get into how to actually trade using this indicator. The most straightforward way to use it is simply by following the color cues. Blue ribbon and blue candles mean bullish, so you're generally looking for buying opportunities. Yellow ribbon and yellow candles suggest a bearish phase. That's when you'd look for sell trades. But what makes this indicator more powerful is the volume context. If you're in a bullish trend and notice the blue histogram bars getting larger, it means more participants are stepping in, and that trend likely has strength behind it. On the other hand, if the bars start to shrink, it might be a sign that the momentum is slowing down, possibly a warning to take profit or avoid new entries. Sudden spikes in volume can also indicate a climax point, often right before a pullback or exhaustion move. Now let's get into a trading setup you can actually use, one that revolves around pullbacks within a strong trend confirmed by volume. So for a buy setup, the first thing you want is a confirmed uptrend. That means the ribbon and candles are both blue. Then wait for a pullback in price to touch or slightly dip into the trend ribbon. Don't enter immediately, instead look at the volume histogram. If the bars during the bounce off the ribbon are significantly larger than the bars during the pullback, That's a strong signal that buyers are stepping back in with force. That's your entry confirmation. You can open a buy position as the price begins to move upward again. Your stop loss would go just below the swing low created during the pullback, and your take profit could be set at 1.5 times your risk for a solid risk-reward ratio. Let me walk you through a quick example to really solidify how this plays out. Let's say we're looking at the 15-minute time frame, and we spot a bullish trend. The ribbon is blue, and the candles are clearly bullish. Price pulls back and taps the trend ribbon. At first, the histogram bars start to shrink, nothing special. But as price begins to bounce from the ribbon, we suddenly see a couple of large, bright blue bars pop up on the histogram. That's our signal. Buyers are entering again. So we take the trade. Entry is right after the pullback, and the stop loss goes under the pullback low, and we set our take profit at 1.5. In this case, the trade plays out nicely, price pushes higher, and we hit our target without much drawdown. Clean, simple, and all backed by volume confirmation. Now, here's another clean buy example. Price is trending up with a solid blue ribbon. It pulls back gently and taps the trend ribbon. The candles get darker, suggesting less volume, but right as it starts bouncing, we see a sharp pop in the histogram. Bright blue bars rising quickly. That's your green light. So we can also open a buy position over here. The stop loss goes below the pullback, and the price climbs steadily into profit. Same approach, same logic, and it works because you're waiting for confirmation, not just trading blind. Now, for a sell setup, the logic is flipped. You want the ribbon and candles to be yellow. That's your bearish confirmation. Wait for price to retrace up to the ribbon, like it has done over here, then watch for a rejection. As price begins to turn back down, check the volume histogram above the price. If those yellow bars get larger during the rejection, that's strong selling pressure. That's when you'd look to open a sell trade. Your stop goes above the recent swing high, and your target can once again be 1.5 times your risk. Always wait for that volume confirmation. If it's weak, it's better to skip the trade than to enter blindly. Let me show you one more sell example. Same deal, bearish trend confirmed with yellow ribbon and candles. Price pulls back, kisses the ribbon, and just before it starts dropping, we spot a series of thick yellow histogram bars lining up. That's all the confirmation you need. You take the trade short, stop above the pullback high, and let it ride down to your target. It's a really simple framework that becomes powerful once you get used to reading the trend and volume together. To wrap this up, the Volumatic Trend by ChartPrime is an incredibly well-designed indicator that combines the best of both trend and volume analysis. It doesn't just tell you where price is going, it gives you insight into whether the market actually supports that move with real conviction. If you found this video helpful or learned something new, feel free to leave a like, it really helps out. And if you want more deep dives like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.